Hey guys, so I am back with another Orcs video, and today we are going to be doing the first map of the Mage pack, and that map is called Eventide Ramparts. So it's a little bit different from what we did on this map when we did it on the apprentice mode. So as you can see, I'm just putting down a whole bunch of arrow walls, and I just blocked off that one little exit. So those are pretty much the only barricades I'm going to be using. I'm not going to put a guardian down right there. Instead, I'm going to funnel all of the enemies through this side right here. They can't go up that way because the barricade is there, so they have no choice but to walk through all of these arrow walls. So by the time they get to me, they should be pretty softened up. And we're trying to beat the part time here to get the 5 stars. So you always have to be readying up. You always have to be putting down your traps during this time, or at any time that you can manage to do so safely. So we're just going to be putting down some floor spikes here for these guys to walk on. The goal is for them to all come this way towards the second entrance that's going to open up, and we'll be able to fight them all off over there. Now by the time they get there, hopefully they never make it there, honestly, but if they do make it there, hopefully by the time they get there, they won't present too much of a problem, and I can just focus my attention on the people coming out of the second gate. So it looks like we're going to need some floor spikes, like right under where they exit off from the ramparts. And here I am putting more floor spikes over here. And unfortunately, the second gate is opening up now, so I won't have time to put the rest of the floor spikes. I'll just have to come over here and deal with them without any traps. But seeing as how this is the first set that's coming off from over here, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Ooh! Don't step too far out there. You will definitely get zapped by that laser, and it will not feel nice at all. So things are going well on this side, which is why I was confident about not having any traps over here. So I'm looking at the mini map, and I see some enemies coming down here towards the guardian I have, but I haven't placed one yet, so I'm gonna do that now. So we're gonna put these haymakers here. Some people use like the swinging maces. You can definitely do that. I personally put these haymakers here because I feel like the swinging maces would be too slow and a lot of enemies come out through here. And so not only do these haymakers do a lot of damage, oh my goodness, not only do a lot of enemies come through here, but these haymakers are pretty fast and they do a ton of damage. So it's going to be super helpful. The little fast doggies are coming through, so I just pop my reflective shield and that will one-shot those guys. And we have some tar here just in case one gets by. He won't be too fast, and I can just turn around and zap him. We still have enemies coming through. I'm watching them on the mini-map. As long as they don't get too far in their advances, I'm not really going to be super worried about it. Ooh, lots of money over here. So I'm just here taking a walk around the map, trying to stamp out all of the enemies, and especially this mercenary. The dogs that he releases are super scary. They like eat away your health, literally. They bite you to death. It's so unfun. So I just got to notice that our barricades are under attack, but I think they'll be fine for now. So I'm not panicking at this time. I'm still just trying to control the flow of enemies on this side as much as I can. I don't want them to pack up because this is an area where a lot of congestion can happen. And once you get congestion, it's all a downhill road from there. It's hard to recover from that. So right now I'm going to put some more arrow walls down to kind of help with softening up these guys over here. And especially so that if any of those little fast doggies get past me, they don't have a chance of making it to the rift. Like, that is the biggest problem. The main concern on this map are really those little doggies. So I feel like we've got enough arrow walls to be on the safe side, but just in case they make it this far. I don't anticipate them making it this far. They shouldn't make it this far. But, you know, I like to err on the side of caution. Doggies coming through. Pops my reflective shield. That one was a little stubborn and going down. As you guys can see, the setup was a little bit different than what we did on the Apprentice map, but it worked just as well, and we used way less barricades than we did on the Apprentice map, and we really didn't have to fight so many enemies, honestly. So we're just going to trap up this area a little bit more. Basically, we are spamming force fights and wall fights. Like, we are literally just spamming them right now. So we've got some mercs coming through. Hopefully it's not the little doggy guy again. Oh my god, it's the little doggy guy again. I don't know what kind of dogs those are. They sound like hyenas, to be honest. That sound is so scary. It like really messes with my mental every time I hear it. I'm so happy he didn't even get to release those vicious little dogs. So I'm definitely watching the other side as I shoot things on this side. Nothing looks too crazy over there, but I do just want to turn around and handle these mercs. Alright, we successfully made it to the next wave, and since everything is going to be walking down this lane at some point in its little life, I am just making sure that this area is as fortified as it can possibly be. This may not be like the most graceful way to win this. Obviously there are other types of strategies you can use to successfully beat this map, but this is just one of them. In the Apprentice mode, I actually used some higher level traps that you guys would not have had access to at that point. So in this one, I'm trying to make it as simple and as basic as possible with traps that you probably do have. Everyone should definitely have floor and spike traps, and that's all you really need to beat this next level. I turned away for a second and big guys like all over the place. So it's definitely a lot easier for the people coming from this gate to walk out and like overwhelm this area because there aren't as many traps there, which is why I'm mainly staying right here in this area. Ooh, this barricade needs a whole lot of attention. So I'm actually just going to place another one because there will be a boss coming through and he will definitely damage them. And by damage, I mean completely destroy barricades. So I'm aware that he's coming, meaning I can get back over here, well, over to that side really fast. But if I'm not able to get back there really fast, by the time I find out that he's broken one, I'll be on my way there. And he probably will not have time to break the second and third one before I get there. So that's just like a little precaution. It was totally overkill to put like 4 there. You definitely don't have to do that. You just have to make sure that when he spawns, you run over there as soon as possible to kill him, and then the rest of the enemies will continue on through the normal route that we've set up. If you don't manage to kill him, and say you only have like 1 barricade over there, things will go really south really fast. All of the enemies that were supposed to be walking around will just shortcut to the rift, and you won't have time to put another one, honestly. By the time you do, a bunch will have walked past and bared their whole life.
A boss is on its way.
So when you hear that a boss is on its way, that's your cue to leave. Don't do like what I'm doing and be risky right now. You really need to get over there as soon as possible. I just stayed there and put an extra little something down just because I knew I had a couple of barricades that, you know, could slow this man down. Yep. See, he hit one of my barricades, but it was okay because we took him down super fast. That was the biggest concern. Now everything's just gravy. We just got to do what we've been doing, killing these ads, and we will successfully complete this map. So definitely, at some point, if you had time, you could have like put down more arrows to cover that entire little area, like where they come off from the second gate. Unfortunately, I think we actually reached our trap limit too, but that's because we had some way in the back where we didn't really need to have them. That was just a precaution for if the doggies got past, which was super, super, super unlikely. But you know, when you guys do this, you can actually put more traps like right in front of where the second gate opens and handle it that way. So yeah, that was how to beat this map, soloing it, and I hope you guys liked me using more basic traps. I'll try to continue this trend for the rest of the War Mage videos, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!